Hey, what is up you guys, BlackwingKei here, and welcome to yet another part of Tokyo Dark. So, a lot did happen the last time we played. Let me see if I can remember correctly. I honestly can't remember all the details specifically, but I do remember that we did knock out the police officer to get the mask. And, oh yes, the collector. So last time I had some fun doing a bunch of side quests for a lot of different characters, which I really liked about this, because I thought the game was just going to go straight into like a linear path, but we went into Akihabara last time. We went into the cat cafe, the maid cat cafe. We talked to a lot of different people there to find out some more information about Reina, the girl, and, you know, we were going off of the photo that we had found when we moved back to the sewers that time. And so I don't know. She thinks Kazuki is still out there, still alive. I don't know. We don't know what's going on yet. Like, is this all in the officer's head? I don't think so, but something is going on here. But yeah, we did a bunch of side quests last time, and that led us to meeting the collector, who is like some kind of god. I don't know. I'm going with that terminology because it's like this guy knew everything about us, you know. He knows everything about the other people as well. It's like he invites you and he gives you what you want in exchange for some information. So he knew about my mistakes in the past, you know, taking the drink and pulling out my gun in public. I think he also mentioned, no, I don't think he mentioned that, but yeah. And oh yeah, and also I noticed that people were also getting the genders different. So one of them said it was a lady, and then other people said it was a guy. So it was like, so I guess he appears to you how you want to see him as. Interesting, interesting. So yeah, that's enough about that. Let's get right back into the game. The last thing we did was that we took the information we had with us, and it split into two routes. So we could have either gone back to Kamakura. Instead, we went to Kabukicho. There's the name. And let's see if we can find some more out about this game. We take a sip of water first. I'll be doing a lot of that throughout this. I'm sorry about that, but my voice gets kind of dry after a while of talking a lot. The collector mentioned the talent agency. Okay, wait a second. This audio is too loud. For me, that is. The collector mentioned the talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho, with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. So we read that last time, and ooh, look at that. Some big boobies there, and some sexy ladies. This is the Red Light District, fellas. Ah, that's a DVD store. I wonder what kind of DVD store is that. Do they have Lord of the Rings in there? Alright, let me stop with that. Based on the dragon motives and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. I see some nice police officers there. 3 faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way you're huddled around, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the side to ignore them. Wow, yeah. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Exactly, man. You know, the world sucks that we have to have officers like that in the world that get controlled by criminal minds and criminal masterminds, I would say. It really does suck. What are they talking about? Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you detective whose face is all over the town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How did I not recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in? Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ, and you might be risking more than your job if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why would we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle in the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her. Only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Wait, what are they talking about? Especially right now, things aren't exactly on stable ground around here. The Mifune family shakeup. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Pegged for promotion one day, and the same anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him down to the crime scene. Yeah, a gun that mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he asks too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. Some police we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it, maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detectives tonight. That's right, we didn't see you. And you definitely didn't talk to us, got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah. Doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit that's going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective. Whenever you think we are, or whatever you think we are, or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops or bad cops, remember that. Kabukicho might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep peace, right? Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, or we'll return the favor by not... don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. Alright, so we got a little more insight on that. You know, I was just about to go on, like, about bad-mouthing, you know, the good cop versus bad cop. They just kind of explained it there. Like, it was a brief explanation. I got it. I will rescind a few of those comments. I understand it must be hard, but that's the first I've heard of that. No, they mentioned that before in the game, but I thought they were talking about Yukimura. But now they're talking about a lady. I don't think we've met that lady before. Interesting. Seems this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me a good idea of where to start looking for Omega. Can I go anywhere else first? Who the heck are these people in white? Are they just construction workers? Alright, since I can't do anything else, I might as well just go here. Enter the club. Hopefully there's nothing, you know... Okay, I was about to say, where am I? Oh wow, I'm dark. You can't see us. Wait, somebody's here. Can I ask you something? I thought that was a woman because of the hair I saw. Whoa. I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope. You got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why'd you think I was a cop? Phew. Only cops ask that many questions right off the bat. Well, that and your costume had me fooled. You ought to be more careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some kind of performer, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. It just so happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types, models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. That is, if you're fine with, staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with us. Have a drink with me, babe. I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find you work in no time. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at least, right? If you ask me, your friend's got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's even seen their guys for months. Word on the streets that they ran up a bit of a death with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you're ready for a real chance, babe. If you want a real chance, babe. Okay, so that was that dude. I can't tell, but you know, I'm the one that's walking around like, you know, almost running. Anyway, let's talk to this dude now, if we can. If we can talk to this dude, it'd be nice. There we go. How come I can only talk to him like that? Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need my permission. I don't know why I'm doing that kind of voice with this guy. You heard of an agency around here called Omega? Omega? No, doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Was she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some other types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl. Only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answers the name. I don't know no Omega, and you probably won't find her, even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my drift. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you delicate types could handle it. Let's just say, not everyone is nice to the ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want to help, go ask someone else. Alright, that dude was pretty straightforward about that. Anyone else? Oh, we have more people to ask questions for. So what's the deal with the sexy ladies on the... I thought this was that kind of club, like you'll find the sexy ladies in the club, but it's just a regular club. They're just having that for like I guess for like poster girls. They have poster girls in the neon lights. That's cool. Not like I was expecting anything else from this, you know, game, right? You guys should believe me on that one. Hello, can you spare a minute? Whoa, how long have you been standing there? Me? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry, there was a big scary guy with a scar a little before you. He acted friendly though, but he made me feel a little uneasy. Kept asking me what I was doing here, and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. I think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of a talent agency around here called Omega by chance? Omega? No, never heard of it. I'm actually not ever in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink of some sort of weird setup anyway. I still have some pride, so I'm not gonna tuck my tail and run just yet. Good luck finding that agency or whatever you're looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Alright, so there's a guy with a big dude with a scar on his face. I think he said? A scar on his face? He's lurking around. We gotta watch out for that guy. He sounds like bad news, you know. I'm probably being very stereotypical right now. You know, I'm classifying someone based on their appearance, but I mean, look at the game we're in. The big fat guy, I mean, like, the fat Slav, the perverted dude from the first part, and we saw him, like, the second and third part as well. I wasn't being very stereotypical about him because that was his kind of character. These characters, they appear as what they are. So if we see some big buff dude with a scar on his face, we can easily assume that that's gonna spell trouble for us if we run into him. Or he could be a help, he could be a friend, we don't know yet. Evening. You know anything about a talent agency called Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega ran up against some people, the same people who own this club, and they lost. The Mifune takeovers already racked up quite the body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you come at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, you know, Higashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owed the Mifune family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there's been this little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've already said too much, and you should stop asking around too. You never know who's listening. Yeah, these people are alluding to that. There's probably someone listening right now. Alright, so there's this guy too. Oh, look at this gaudy looking dude. Hey, can I ask you something? About a talent agency called Omega. You know anything? Oh, right, I'll take that as a no. Maybe he doesn't speak Japanese? You know, we're playing this game in English, but I'm assuming, you know, that they're all speaking in Japanese, so that guy probably doesn't speak Japanese, even though he looks kind of... I don't know, I can't judge him based on the looks. You never know. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up! I can't hear you! The speaker's right there. You're gonna have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No. And you're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Agent Talency. Do you know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Oh no! No, it's the guy with the scar! No! That's unfair. The music cut off right there when she was screaming that. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Great. What the heck? Was that my Siri just now? Holy hell, I actually activated Siri. Dude, that was funny. Like, Siri actually picked up what I was screaming earlier, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm hearing something in the background. You guys probably didn't hear it too well since my iPad's kind of far away. But damn, that was funny. Anyway, so they're making me choose right now. The sensible thing to choose right now is to ask who are they, because I just talked to that guy in the sunglasses, and he didn't talk. Not until I screamed that in the club. Who do you think? We're just businessmen doing our business. You know, I would choose, sure, I'll go, just to spice things up. But you never know. These guys could kill me. It's like, I'm a woman, these are two dudes, one of them has a scar, one of them looks like he runs some shady business. I mean, you know, we're in a shady part of town anyway already, but I don't know, I think I should refuse. Take a few steps back, creep. You think I'd go anywhere with you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry if we were a little too polite before. I wasn't asking your permission. Forcing me would be a mistake. Heh. Oh yeah? How'd you figure? Look around. You think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much. People see us escorting you out of here and they'll look the other way. Hell, I could probably break your nose right now. Order a drink and the bartender bring me that drink before he even dreamed of wiping your blood off the floor. Not that I'm threatening you, understand? Of course not. We wouldn't want to feel like you're in danger. Now let's go. Shit. So I have to go with them anyway. But hopefully I didn't lose any points for that, you know. I stood my ground. I refused to the bitter end. Oh, a woman with tattoos. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really attracted to tattoos like that, you know, like, if I see someone with tattoos, okay, cool, but I'm not really attracted to that sort of thing, especially on a woman like that, especially like that. But her tattoos, I don't know, there's something alluring about this woman, especially with those tattoos. So this is what I would call one of those cases that would be an exception. But for other people that just have like random tattoos all over, like their body is just completely tatted, but different things. But that clearly is like one image, a one image tattoo. I don't know much about tattoos. I'm not a tattoo connoisseur or anything like that, so I don't know. Don't judge me on that, guys. I'm just saying she looks damn good with those tattoos. Okay, that's the only thing you need to take out of my message. She looks damn good with those tattoos. So her name is Kasumi, or Kasumi. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lady Mifune herself. I appreciate you coming by to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen. You got that? Oh, I've got it all right. But don't think that dressing in a suit makes you less of a thug. Say another word, you cop bitch. Enough. You say another word, and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out. Both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that is in my father's time. That it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be different to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? I learned my lesson. Guys. You know, before I was a cop on duty and I took a drink. Now I'm not on duty, but I still think it would be wrong to... It's okay. It's okay. No, thank you. Yes, professionalism plus 10. I needed that. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito. Why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of... How did they word it? Ah, yes. History of psychotic episodes. Okay. She knows a lot. Who is she? The cops were talking about her earlier, too. You know, about getting on her bad side? Things are getting a little interesting. How did you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito. And when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry. Look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off to business somewhere. Off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, and yet you willingly entered the den of vipers. If you valued your neck, staying out of your shoulder surely wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough not to know to hurt a cop. Even one in my position. Good, I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here on your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know, what exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved in the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back farther, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Eiichi Higashi. We heard Higashi before. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when we handed over the business, he came a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debt to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea, can you? Maybe he'd prefer to talk to a police officer instead of talking to me? I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Yeah, what does this woman want from us now? It seems like we're gonna run another errand. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Again, it adds more depth to the game. It doesn't seem too linear if I'm just going from point A to B and nothing is happening in between, right? That'd be too boring. I mean, not too boring, but it's like not that exciting, especially in a game like this. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Awesome, okay. Alright, so this one I can accept. Because, I mean, you know, we're kind of working towards the same goal. I'm not working with the police either. I'm basically running solo on this, so... This woman... I can't say she can be trusted completely, but I don't think I can just dish out my trust for her like that. So, let's see. Yeah, just one job, right? I just lost professionalism. Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kasumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not as surprising as you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who is unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Such a shame too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange, she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent, transition of power, I can't do it myself. Just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my own men are seen outside of Kabukicho. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date of their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. The only thing I can read there is 450,000 and then something about 25? I'm guessing that's like a date or something? Also, I'll remind you, with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No. I'm just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to is at a cat cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. A cat cafe? No, not her. Or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe. What? Are we talking cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat cafe, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats! Normal cats! Damn it. Now I'm all worked up. Look. Get the goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Well, damn. That means we have to go back to that girl, huh? Wow. I really hate right now that the game is throwing this curveball at me at the moment, because we made kind of, well, we actually didn't make that much of friends with that lady, the girl in the cat cafe, but we actually got a little more closer to the maid cat cafe, how we ate the pancakes and stuff. What was it called? I forgot. The neon pan neon cakes. It looked cute and she wanted a picture with it and everything. So it seems like we became buddy-buddy and it actually helped out our situation. Actually, let's take a look at our stats. We haven't checked it out yet. So right now, my investigation's at 64. Ooh, I'm very focused. My neurosis hasn't changed too much. I haven't done anything to fix it. My sanity is still... Oh, it's stable. Good, it's stable. I'm stable, professional, focused, but I'm a bit stressed. That much hasn't changed. Alright, so that's all good. Can I talk to these cops again? Wait a second, where did they take me? They said they took me next door. Was it in here? Yeah, it was probably in there. Anyway, I guess we're gonna leave Kabukicho and go to Akihabara now. Wait a second, Asakusa. That's new. Alright, so Asakusa is new. And that's about it. Because initially we only had the apartment, Shinjuku, and police headquarters. And then the new area that was added was Akihabara. And then after that, we went back to the apartment. Then we went to the... How do we find out about the two locations? Ah, it was when we were in Akiba that we found out about going back to Kamakura to talk to the old lady, probably, or go to Kabukicho to find out more about Omega. And that's what we chose. We went to Kabukicho. But now a new area has been revealed, which is Asakusa. I wonder if that's where Higashi is. I don't know. It might be. Oh yeah, that girl that we saw in the sewers. Remember with that fat guy? It looks just like that poster girl up there. Not the one that says JK Cafe, but it could be her as well. But it also looks like the one right next to it in the red dress. So we only have one place to go right now. What is this? That's that. Oh, who's here? I wonder if those young girls ended up being okay. I feel like I got what I needed and left them to fend for themselves. If only I had more time. No point in dwelling on it now. I need to go talk to Sachiko at the cafe. Wait a second, I'm getting a little worried because I really didn't do anything to that guy. I didn't shoot him. I only like threatened him with the police, and he said he would take it out with my bosses or something like that, because, you know, he looks like a fat, ugly, disgusting pig, but I mean, he's probably someone with money and a lot of influence somewhere. So I'm a little worried about that the girls might not be in a good position. I hope that doesn't come to bite me later. I really hope it doesn't. I've made a lot of poor decisions in this game so far, so I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like the maid cat cafe is safe. Sometimes when I find myself drifting off, it sails right into those fluffy pancakes. If I manage to get back to a normal life, I will eat nothing but cat-shaped pancakes for dessert for the rest of my days. Wow, she really had a good time there. It's nice that I actually did that little side thing. No way I can make them as good as they do here, though. Not unless I magically become a better cook. Whoops, got distracted by sweet pancakes. Need to get back to the cat cafe and put this nasty business to rest. Yeah, whatever happened to Atsushi? He disappeared. He was there one day and he's not there anymore, huh? Alright, so that's where we need to go, but it doesn't look like we can go anywhere else, right? Yep. Doesn't look like we can go anywhere else. I like that girl with the blue hair up there. She's kind of cute. Alright. So yeah, this girl seemed nice, you know, because we were related, because we like cats, you know. I have a cat, she has a cat, she runs a cat cafe. I feel kind of, I hope nothing bad happens. I need to calculate everything, you know, choose the best decision possible. I don't want to ruin this. Welcome back. I like the background. It's like really cute. And here you go. Oh, it's Tomo. How you doing, Tomo? I think Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all the help you've given you to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi, even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure. Why the serious face? What's wrong? Okay, let me think about this. So, I'm giving a decision right now. I'm gonna start to think a little more proactively, a little outside of the box, and try to, like, flesh out every route to see where they could possibly lead. So, the reason I won't choose the top one initially is because I need you to sign this. I can't just go randomly up to some person, like, I know we've already talked before, and I can't just go like, yeah, can you just sign this real quick? And I'll just be on my way. Don't worry, just sign it. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble or anything, just sign it. So I need you to sign this. It's probably gonna spark up a question. She probably will recognize it. She will either A, recognize it, B, be alarmed, or C, you know, be indifferent to it. But most likely she'll be like, she'll recognize it and they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing? And then if I just blatantly ask, like, do you by any chance owe the Yakuza, it's probably going to spark up almost the same reaction, where she's going to be alarmed, and she's going to be suspicious now, so... With that being said, the two of the best solutions. What's the best possible outcome here? Alright, let's start by just talking to her. You owe the Yakuza? How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get messed up with the Yakuza? Huh? What do you mean? I met someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time, and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I got is this contract and your name, and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board. Or, it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening up a place like this in Tokyo would be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out these kittens and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me, smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I didn't think you should judge people because of how they look. I still don't. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Well, not exactly what I was saying. I was saying that I'm not attracted to people with tattoos on them. So it's completely different to what I was saying, but I also don't judge people based on their tattoos. I usually tend not to anymore, at least. In my younger days, like let's say 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, I judged the heck out of people with tattoos, mainly because of how I saw them in like television, in the media, in the movies and whatnot. So yeah, enough about that. There was no way I was going to stay open, and my kittens and my kitties, if I gotta help fast. I completely butchered that, sorry. So I accepted her offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining, and all the permits fell onto my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't help. For a while, I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind and friendly to me. It's been quiet, too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up in the contract, like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered, or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot, after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only, they kept coming back. Every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten a bit out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from the Yakuza for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. Helping is the only way she knows how. Helping the only way she knows how. I'm sorry. That was way too cute! What the hell? Come on. Come on, man. That was way too cute. You're trying to kill me here? Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they ask for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi, please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. Those poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services will let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. Wow, what a difficult position we've been put into. I'm staying silent because I'm thinking now. They've put me in another position. This one is even harder than the last one to make a decision. Okay, sign now. I believe that would have some negative impact somehow. I'm trying to think of the possible outcomes, what would happen, depending on what I choose. Because I can't make any more dumb mistakes. I can't make any more poor decisions anymore. Alright, so if she doesn't sign and I'll help her, what are possible ways I can help her? Is that gonna side quest me some more? Or is that gonna involve me going back to Kasumi and then possibly ruining the help I could get with the mission I'm on right now? No, because then we have to think of the... outcome that could happen, because she did get involved with the Yakuza. Whether she wanted to or not, she got involved because she wanted this place to be successful. She wanted people to stop bothering her. So they're gonna keep coming back for more and more money if she signs this. And then, let's see. So what are the possible outcomes if she doesn't sign this? Alright, you know what? I'm thinking too much into this. Oh my lord. I'm thinking too much into this. Call it a poor decision or whatnot, but I don't want her to sign it. I don't want her to sign it. Good. Professionalism +5. Good, good, good. Because I can't just... I'm a freaking detective, for crying out loud. I'm a good person at heart. She's really going through some trouble right now, and I can't just ignore that and act upon my selfish desires. Damn it. Doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray! I knew good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How did you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else would you expect from guys like that? Breaking legs is all probably they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Wow, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful when you trust who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up in all this, but thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow up in that life. Yep, the thug life, huh? That's what you mean, huh? And all the kitties loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. I'm suddenly starting to feel a little queasy thinking about going back there without the contract. Damn it, Ayami. You really gotten yourself into it this time, haven't you? No point in dwelling on it now. I made up my mind, and I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care, don't worry. My kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character. I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low. Maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. You know, I'm quite curious about what she said. They had to teach a girl a lesson from the maid cafe? What did they do? And to who? Wait a second. You don't think it could be related, do you? Remember last time we were doing the side quest in Akihabara? That, this one girl... we can't even go in there anymore, huh? This one girl, she lost her secret ultra rare plush, and she was crying about it. She was she never really said what happened to it. She said she lost it. Do you think maybe those Yakuza members were so mean enough that they probably stabbed a knife through that plush and just destroyed it? Like, yeah, mess with us and you'll never see the light of day. They threw it somewhere. They threw it in the river, and all she did was see her destroyed ultra rare plush in the ocean, in the river, just washed down, cut into pieces. Maybe that's what happened. I'm just trying to put two pieces together. Maybe they're completely unrelated. Maybe the Yakuza handled with some other girl entirely different. But hey, that's just my speculation from what I've seen so far. That'd be some way to connect this game, huh? Connecting the dots. Anyway, we are empty-handed, so let's just leave Akihabara. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back. What the heck? The cat followed us? Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. The cat is following us. Oh man, so where can I go? Where can I go? Where can I go? Kabukicho, of course. Kabukicho is the only place that's allowing me to go. So let's go to Kabukicho. Yo, is the cat gonna help us? Dude, let the cat stay. Hopefully it doesn't get killed. But let the cat stay. Ah, so it was here. Yeah, it was there. Because we were over here where the cops are at. Oh, I can talk to these guys now. Hey lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You say yourself there's nothing to see after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone from staying out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See? She thinks so too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here really does kind of make you want to look more, you know? It's kind of like sinister. Nothing to see here. That's what the cops say when there's something definitely, without a doubt, something's worth seeing. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright, no need to be so damn touchy. All we're saying is that unless you want every passerby in Kabukicho stopping to stare at us, you could try zipping it. Zip it. Is that how you talk to your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Right? Digging a hole... Okay, his name is Takeuchi, I gotta remember that. This guy seems suspect. Digging a hole is the least of your worries, so do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden, I can't help but wonder, some suit is doing the sanding by the construction site. Heh, I have to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a string of concrete for no damn reason at all. No reason? Far from it. It's a scheduled maintenance requested by the building's owner. There were complaints about people falling and getting hurt because of the uneven pavement, so my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you wrapped up in cloth before? Shut up! Or I'll ask you to dig more holes for the two of you after this one. 2 more. Oh, I get it. I think that's meant to be some sort of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said was exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. But maybe you two should remember, you're being paid very generously to be here, so shut it. And you, miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy with these two without any additional distractions. Okay, so we can leave that guy alone. That was a very funny interaction though, but let's go back into here. Let's give her the news. Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What? Do you think you're some sort of moral crusader helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? That she was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way. I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am. Or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu. Yes, boss. Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want a repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see Black Eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep her jacket here. I like it, it's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course. But if they were to find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. Would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Oh, I forgot the cat was still with us. Hold on, Kazu. Ito. Who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? I see. I love him! God bless this cat. God bless this cat. But we don't know if anything good is going to happen yet. But that was a very nice sight to see. Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name? Beaten. Oh, I think his name is Tomo. Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. About that blackmail and beating. Oh, that? Forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, Ito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No. They likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at these big eyes and these little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for, that is, until you find it. But then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or about my affection for cats or anything else like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you got those little whiskers rubbing against you? Huh, Sachiko was right. You do genuinely love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect as cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shut down, I'd make sure those cats have a home. Though I can't say the same for the owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say, you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information of one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spent so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright. Forget the Cat Cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I want to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. Ah, that's right. Our missing agency president. And one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of that business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Well, clearly you didn't kill him because, I mean... Well, I don't know that yet, but the way that we're having this conversation, it didn't appear as you killed him, because you said you left him as president, and then you regret it, and so if you regret it, I mean, you know, I don't think you killed him. Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you are, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. That sounded wrong. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. Oh, could it be the keypad? I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out, for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kabukicho get enough attention on its own? Kabukicho is what it is, but this isn't in Kabukicho. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently, its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two were close. There's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not much to ask about what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks on the condolences. But what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, and then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. 11235. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck on finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. Oh, and Ito. Thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing, you know? I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Right away, boss. Oh, that's mean. That is mean. Why? Why, man? Yo, come on. Why? They should have made that a choice. Like, oh, tell her, like, keep the cat safe, or tell her, like, the cat likes fish, by the way. Fresh fish. Man. Ayami, that was messed up. That was messed up. Maybe she won't think too deep into it. Well, we're going back to Shinjuku, boys. Back to Shinjuku. The night where, the place where everything happened. I like the sound of this place. Oh, it doesn't look like the blue moon is open. I've been wondering about this. There's a timer, like, there's a time on the top right of this, thingy here. I think that is actually the actual time in game. So I guess right now it's 5:24 a.m. Let's see. Let's see if that changes. 5:24. Oh snap! It is. Wow. So it's actual in-game time. So it's 5:24 a.m. right now. So I guess that's why her bar isn't open anymore. I guess it has a certain time that it opens at. It is a.m. right? Because I think in Japan they calculate the time as in military time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I don't know. Cause the day looks kind of dark, so I assume it's midnight, like in the dusk. So 5 in the morning. If not, then it's probably 5 in the evening, because it looks like we're in winter time anyway, so it could be evening time. So her bar maybe opens up late at night. Let's talk to this guy if we can. It's been a while. Yo, Daiso, what's up? I stop in here all the time. You never want to talk to me. What's going on? You imagine Daiso's the one that we're looking for? Nah, it can't be, because the game is not like that. They clearly just said that he moves around a lot, he's scared after what happened. Huh, it worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. Alright, let's go in immediately. Ugh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked in homicide long enough knows it. Ah, it's like our sanity went back down. Pick the lock and open? Anything else here? Same thing, huh? Oh! What is this? Stop walking on it! Ew, 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 ew. That's nasty, man. I like literally walked through it too. The word Ruby is written in blood on the wall. Who is this? This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe removed. What is this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Oh, Lord. Anyway, let's investigate the rooms now. That is nasty. Oh. Let's not open that door yet. Let's start all the way from here now. Nothing's changed, it's just a door. I probably should have tried opening the doors first. Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming from? It's clearly coming from this door we just saw. It sounds like something is trying to escape from inside. The rattling stopped. Why? Did the door just disappear? Alright, so the door disappeared and I went to do something else and I don't know, I guess the game crashed or something. Well, the game didn't really crash, it kind of bugged out on me, so I had to like restart and do this again. So let's go inside. Alright, it appears to be a very dusty room. I see pictures on the floor, but let's investigate this TV. This TV doesn't look like it's been used in years, and is covered by a thick layer of dust. I doubt it even works anymore. Ooh, yo, that's an old TV, man. I think I used to have one of those at home. I mean, honestly, probably a lot of people did as well, but man, yo, that takes me back, yo. Those TVs where I used to like tune the channel on the top, and on the bottom I think it was something to do with like the antenna or something. I don't remember, but man, whew, that takes me back. Who is that? Wait a second. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots of an agency would take. They don't look too happy either. They all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for, and the types of people they might have been sent to. Reina. So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Damn, so Reina is a victim as well. Huh? Something's happening. Wait a second. So the corpse we saw earlier was Higashi. And we see the mask slightly in the background. You're back early. Yeah. I didn't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuse over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby, hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys and they'll take you to places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is, well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did have a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room, crying, and telling me you don't feel well, or whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't. He tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable tiny girl who was already failing in school, but I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's all those men care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking at an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. Wait. So Higashi murdered Reina, whose alias is apparently Ruby? And we're seeing the live image. We can look back at it. Man, she looks so happy there, singing the song. I can hear something else. Now is this door. The noise stopped. And again, the door fades out. I think we're finding out something pretty disturbing right now, and I'm honestly afraid to continue, but it must go on. Oh boy. And there's Reina in the corner. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in a place like this. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow. The one with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please. Please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. Far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you. Honey, you're not. There's loads of other girls in the business just like you. And they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy. And I'm sorry, it's not all butterflies and flowers. But you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here. You're not even listening. Reina. My name is Reina. What you just say? Reina? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you got it bad, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and back to being the foster or dead in some gutter. Not so talkative now, are we, Reina? Or is it Ruby? The girl who was successful. The girl who can make it, if she could just do what she was told. Sorry. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. But you gotta see things my way. You were special. You know that. I see. I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. and you reject me and everything I can offer you? It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty. But not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager, and you want to cry it out, right? Fine. But when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you all those little meetings with Masa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful and don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you'd work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I just want to go home. Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow, you're going to go with Masa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying, and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out, you're just another disappointment. Another whore. Damn. 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 There's something laying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article, dated October 24, 2004. The article's title: One-Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is there. According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her, she didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door open when he noticed a smell, where he found her hanging from her rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in this world. Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. The sadness in this room is the same as an awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? Okay. So Higashi did not kill Reina. Reina committed suicide. Man. That must be Higashi right there, right? Fucking bastard. So we can leave now? Doesn't look like I can interact with any other door. Yep, that's it. I don't want to be near that bastard anymore, dude. Dead or alive. Scumbag, dude. It hurts. It hurts because you know that shit like that happens in real life. And I can't. I just fucking can't with that shit. Alright, I'm getting a little too emotional now. This is what happens when I get too attached to something. Whether it be anime, movie, or game. I feel sick. That monster. How many girls had Higashi passed around and abused before he was murdered? And Reina. She looked the same as she does now. 16 years old. A child. Higashi had her locked up and she tried to take back control. The only way she thought she could. Only she came back. And all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own. And it's not the first time. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me. I feel like the dark has changed, but there's more to do. The collector said the mask was a tool to navigate the dark. I need to go to Kamakura and find out what I can. Okay, so now we have to go to Kamakura. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's do just that. My god. I don't know if you could see it, but I actually, I started to tear up a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. That was... It's horrible. It's horrible. Especially since you know that stuff like that happens in it happens in real life. You hear about sex trafficking, you hear about girls, young girls being taken away and they're being sold off and whatnot. And the only thing I can do is feel for that. Like it's stupid, man. It's stupid. I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought of coming here to apologize to Mai Kawana countless times, but couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day, and about how I lost control. Hopefully she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Oh, you're right, the sakura petals, the cherry blossoms. Weird. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to leave it here for now. I'm a little still stirred up about that, what we learned about Reina. But that does bring up the question then. So, 6 months ago, didn't we kill Reina because she was acting like a psycho girl and had a knife to that other girl, Mai, the pink-haired girl, in this game? So, all the things happened in the hostage situation in which I shot a person and killed them. So, who did I kill? Was it Reina? Alright, it seems we're going to get some more answers next time. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave things here for right now. And we're going to have to continue this on the next time. So, again, I'm going to ask the question, do you think we're going to beat the game next time? Who knows? Let's continue and find out. Anyway, again, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this part, give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Story's getting really good right now. I'm really in it now. And I'm finally starting to use my head a little before making decisions. Like before, I would have just gone with whatever sounded nice, but I actually have to think about every little thing because I'm tired of making poor decisions, guys. Come on. I made too many poor decisions already for me to continue to mess it up. Anyway, yeah. And also, if you're new to this channel and you're watching up to now, thank you very much, and please do subscribe and look forward to more new content coming up on my channel. That goes for the rest of you watching my videos on the regular as well. Look forward to more new content coming out. I'm going to try to keep this daily thing as well, and I'm going to try to bring back the live streams as well, like to do more of that. Like, I had a lot of fun doing live streams almost daily, and I'm going to bring that back, so yeah. But with that being said, it is BlackwingKei. Once more, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Alright, later guys.